everyone, welcome back to Zavvi's YouTube channel. My name is Sarah and today we are going to talk through the story of Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. Now make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube channel and hit that bell notification button so that you never miss an upload. Today we are celebrating the 40th anniversary of Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, a film considered to be one of the greatest of all time. Celebrated for its cinematography, Kubrick's direction, Jack Nicholson's outstanding performance, the unnerving, chilling tone and much, much more, it is undeniable that The Shining is a masterpiece. But it wasn't always recognised as one, and you would never have suspected such an outstanding movie to be the result of a hellish production. This is the story of Kubrick's The Shining. Now, the story actually starts with another movie, Kubrick's Barry Lyndon, a period drama which not only was poorly received by critics but also flopped at the box office. Concerned by this and determined to make his next film a success, Kubrick decided his next project would attempt to be both artistic and commercially viable. And what genre always sells? Horror, of course. Asking his team to bring in stacks upon stacks of horror novels, Kubrick was unimpressed. That was until he started reading a novel written by the one and only Stephen King, The Shining. And so production began, which was infamously stressful and frustrating for the cast and crew. Kubrick is known for his highly methodical nature, so the days were extremely long and tiresome. The script constantly changed, meaning the actors often had to learn their lines merely minutes before shooting, and scenes were rehearsed for weeks on end. Actor Joe Turkel, who played Barman Lloyd, stated that they rehearsed the bar scene for 6 weeks, with the actual shoot lasting over 12 hours. One person who really struggled on set was actor Shelley Duvall, who played Wendy Torrance. Kubrick would frequently criticise her acting, kept her isolated and put her through so much she would become physically ill for months, overwhelmed by the stress. Things truly came to a head with the baseball bat scene, which holds the world record for the most takes ever for a dialogue scene. The scene took 127 takes and required Duvall to cry for every single one, which was incredibly taxing and even led to clumps of her hair falling out due to stress. Later speaking about her experience, Duvall said, "From May until October I was really in and out of ill health because the stress of the role was so great. Stanley pushed me and prodded me further than I've ever been pushed before. It's the most difficult role I've ever had to play." After a long, stressful and hard shoot, the film was released to the general public, who were not impressed by what they saw, making it a flop at the box office. And they weren't the only ones. It is very well known that Stephen King himself isn't a fan of the movie. He is very open about his dismay at the tone it took and changes it made. More recently, he described the film as like a big, beautiful Cadillac with no engine inside it, admitting he doesn't care for it at all. At the time of release, King wasn't the only negative reviewer, with critics describing it as long, dull and frustrating. Variety said, "With everything to work with, Kubrick has teamed with jumpy Jack Nicholson to destroy all that was so terrifying about Stephen King's bestseller." Whilst the Washington Post described it as lackluster, the Chicago Tribune as a crashing disappointment, and the New York Times as overbearing and irrelevant. Kubrick even received a Razzie nomination that year for Worst Director. Ouch. So why now is it considered a horror classic? Over the past 40 years, the movie has been reassessed by audiences and critics alike. They grew to enjoy the starkness of the cinematography, Nicholson's frantic performance, and the strange and ambiguous mythology surrounding it. Absolutely fascinating people, fans regularly debate over interpretations of the movie, the symbolism and what it could possibly all mean. And these debates are sure to rage on for the next few decades too, as new audiences discover the film, coming to it with new theories and opinions. It may have taken years to make, been a struggle every step of the way, but it will certainly stand the test of time. So what did you guys think about the story of Stanley Kubrick's The Shining process for filming? Do you really feel it could have been that bad on set? And what do you think of the movie? Let us know in the comments below and make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube channel if you enjoy content like this. Hit the bell notification button so that you never miss an upload. I have been Sarah and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!